Way to go. And Fastlane slightly slower of the mark and racing immediately. It's On Flake. Along the inside is Cold War, railing along the rails and racing up with Jeffrey in that division. And then away down the field is Count the Patchet is running along the inside. One being obscured on the outside. In fact, is Jeffrey moving up. Mr. Mura is just ahead. And then away down to Glory Kid. Along the outside, moving up is Crescendo and the division together with Fastlane. The Great Magic is stuck in the rear. Together with him, there is Super Buffalo. They're heading uphill now on towards the 1,000 meters, and right in front now setting the brisk pace there is On Fleck. Along the outside is Mr. Mura. Along the inside is Cold War with the rails run. Jeffrey moves up along with Ken the Patchet, and then away down the field is Glory Kid dropping back Crescendo. The Great Magic is capped at the rear with Super Buffalo and also Fast Lane. They come downhill towards the 600 meters. Is On Fleck trying to take it all the way from Mr. Mura, and then along the inside is Cold War. Jeffrey comes up on the outside, and together with Ken the Patchet with the midfield division, they're homeward bound. Mr. Mura is now posted threat along with On Fleck. Along the inside is Cold War. Right on the outside, they're opening up Ken the Patchet. Jeffrey's also opening up at the stage of the race, and then away down to the Great Magic along the outside to his Crescendo. There's Mr. Mura, who's now staving off challenges. Right on the outside is Ken the Patchet. One on the outside is Jeffrey. Battling along the inside is On Fleck. On Fleck gets a neck of the gear, and On Fleck racing on together with Mr. Mura, and it's going to be On Fleck who got the better. Mr. Mura second. Third on the outside was Jeffrey. Ken the Patchet then away to the Great Magic. Along the inside of runners there was Cold War bringing home Super Buffalo, and then down the field there was Glory Kid just ahead Crescendo and Fast Lane. He got the second gear there, On Fleck, and giving Jackson Lowe a winner there for trainer Charles Leck. He tried leading all the way when at one stage Mr. Mura got to him. On Fleck got the second gear, and he went on overdrive. Jeffrey came home for a late third, but On Fleck led there from pillar to post. He had Mr. Mura at one stage coming after him, but he got the gear and he raced away. Cold War, one of those, began well with Mr. Mura, and also there was On Fleck, but immediately after that On Fleck took over the running. He had Mr. Mura, Cold War, Jeffrey all in company there. And he's On Fleck here right in front, trying to take it all the way as he went round the outside over the long course. Mr. Mura with Cold War along the inside. There's a quarter way there was Ken the Patchet, who made his move at one point, and Jeffrey parked on the outside of runners, and the Great Magic was kept right at the rear throughout with Super Buffalo. Heading for home, it was On Fleck, but there's a head-on view. Mr. Mura now immediately came after him, but Jackson Lowe getting a welcome change of luck as he comes back to his winning position. And after a long layoff, he gets his winner here today. So good on you, Jackson. Half a length, 1.5 neck, 137.8, number 10 winning it. On Fleck, ridden by Jackson Lowe for Charles Leck. Second was number 4.